story.
The Ancient Anubis Mega Collab featuring some of GD's biggest names is gaining traction. Knight Rider was first previewed by a number of participating channels, mainly Crazy Man, just under 2 months ago, and it featured some of GD's biggest names in creating gameplay. A few of the most notable names included Riot, Serve, and the silent, unheard of former GD legend of the community, Zobros. A few contemporary names are involved too. Crazy himself, Sonix, Truster and Knobbelboy also feature, and some expert creators are involved too, being Gaiden Hurtney, Taman, Zaro and Samifying. The project isn't short of big names, and hence became a huge spectacle for hype, but there were some differences with this and your standard Mega Collab. When the teaser was first revealed, no actual gameplay was shown, giving rise to a wave of initial speculation and excitement. However, more recently, many parts have been uploaded and we've realised that not a single one of them, including the creator parts, are decorated. 13 parts have now been uploaded as of Knobbelboy's part today, with parts from Serve, Coolboom and Illrail to be previewed. It's still not known what could be happening with regards to decoration. In the Ocular Miracle project there are 2 separate teams, with the exception of a few parts for gameplay and design, but no such team has been alluded to yet. It seems as if while we wait for the remaining parts, the decoration arrangements will stay under the wraps, but that's quite good for a project like this. Wrapped in so much mystery, it would be a shame to give away too much too early. The main talking point for this project at the moment is that it prompted the said ex-community legend Zobros to break an upload drought of over a year to showcase his part. The now 6-figure subscriber channel uploaded his part on Thursday last week and it has nearly 30,000 views. A few weeks ago, Riot's part was unearthed too, as it had been discovered that he had uploaded his part months ago back during one of his short bursts of activity. As for all the other parts, well, there's not a lot left in terms of unreleased gameplay, with over 2 minutes of gameplay revealed so far, so we can hopefully look forward to this in the near future. In a community full of mega collabs, it's actually great to see some of the biggest names return with such a well-organised and exciting project.
Also in the news.
It seems last week I may have got a bit ahead of myself when I talked about Cataclysm II, a layout that turned out to be not actually a serious project by Knobbelboy, as if it was confirmed as a definite thing. But that's okay, because shortly after, Knobbelboy confirmed that it is now indeed a thing. Just over a week ago, he announced on his community tab that Cataclysm II would be turned into a real thing. Initially, the only info released was that the name of the level would be Armageddon, which is actually a callback to Knobbelboy's Lost Aftermath remake with said name that he lost in a file corruption around the time he took on Bloodlust, and the verifier will be Flow453. A fairly unknown player, however, giving a small-time player a chance to shine is better than him adding it to the list of things he's verifying. As for difficulty, well, that became a hot topic too. This level has shown signs of causing a lot of drama in hindsight. Difficulty-wise, Knobbelboy was torn between making it a number 1 extreme demon due to the stigma of Cataclysm that it used to hold back in 1.9, but then other people were pressuring him to make it easier. Now, he's settled on aiming for the top 20, which is probably a good shout in my opinion. Since this announcement, he's been talking about the decoration too. Many expressed their desire to not see this become a generic red extreme demon, and the purple background in the preview gave rise to speculation that it might be Ouroboros themed. Knobbelboy has said the idea is to mix a bluish purple with a fire orange, but he'll try to give it a cave feel while experimenting with a palette so he can get his own style as opposed to it relying on Ouroboros for too much inspiration. Largely, this is a pretty cool project and it's going to have a lot of careful consideration going into it, so to keep public opinion positive. This may yet be a really cool project to look forward to.
In other news.
Up-and-coming GD starlet Waivve has apparently quit Geometry Dash out of the blue. Though he has taken down the video from his channel in which he used a facecam to explain his decision, he apparently claimed it was because he was quitting to focus on things outside of GD. He had taken a short leave a few weeks ago as his mouse had broken, but returned to the game shortly after to complete Audio Extraction, the Hell Origin, and the now number 15 demon Factory Realm X. His amazing skill and speed of completion was reminiscent of Wushi's rise in early 2017, and he single-handedly shot up like a rocket up the list to 4th place on the Demons List stats viewer, behind Wushi, Sculler and Diamond Splash. He was also verifying the unique Demon Forever Asleep, which will now seemingly need a new verifier. He's taken the video down now, so perhaps there is something more to this story, so if you know anything, please don't hesitate to inform me. But unfortunately, as things seem, it seems as if we've lost one of GD's up-and-coming brightest players, only a few weeks after he surpassed 1,000 subscribers. Even despite taking a break from playing, Metalface has delivered on his promise to continue creating by verifying his new look Circles level Abandoned Planet. Abandoned Planet was started all the way back in September 2016 and was worked upon until the Waivve part in 2.0 before Metalface lost motivation to finish it. However, he has since found his motivation again and completed it, and it's a very unique level as far as Circles levels go, though it can be argued that it's very different from a Circles level. It uses a lot of ship, cube and ball parts and really mixes up the buffer sequence, and uses the theme for Planet Circles but the actual second drop, which doesn't occur until almost 50 seconds into the level. It employs a lot of different colours and styles at the Waivve, but Metalface believes it's his best level and with good reason. Let's hope RobTop actually notices this one, as it really deserves recognition. Abandoned Planet is out now and you should go and play it.
Upcoming level news.
Knobbelboy is pumping out the project progress at the moment, this time revealing a second preview for his huge Extreme Demon Mega Collab revived in December, Ragnarok. Ragnarok was actually announced by Knobbelboy all the way back in 2016 before Bloodlust was given to him, but nothing ever happened with it on account of him taking the current #1 demon on. A few months from his 98% fail on Bloodlust, he began turning his attention to some other projects, and one of these motives was to revive Ragnarok. This attracted near on 200,000 views and was much more decorative and interesting than most anticipated. Now he has revealed the second preview with over 2 minutes of gameplay built and decorated. This will definitely be up there with some of the hardest demons in GD and may yet be verified by either him or Zephyl. Progress is coming along nicely, so hopefully this is one we can look forward to. Almost a year after the final Hell level was completed and just a few weeks since Silent Clubstep was verified, Stormfly has revealed progress for the next Hell rebirth in the extended Hell series that will contain largely original gameplay, the Hell Field. Whereas the first 4 Hell levels were built from complete Son levels, both the Hell Field and the Hell Inferno were just speculative levels mined from his accounts and listed by him on social media. The Hell Field was unveiled by Jacob220 on the 18th of October 2016 as the final Hell level. Son had talked about this, but nothing was ever set in stone or even built, so it fell to Stormfly to build it by researching appropriate components such as the song by mining old Korean forums. The Hell Inferno was barely started by Son, but this one will be the final crowning achievement on the series, a completely original Hell level to conclude Son's legacy in GD. It will be very interesting to see where this goes from here. The song has been changed, but one more part in the rebirth will be required before this is finished. Shuri, one of the first to beat every level in the Plasma Pulse series, has begun his verification of a mega collab that was initially designed to be harder than his greatest achievement, Plasma Pulse Finale, nicknamed Gumi and set to be medium in length despite its difficulty, now named Fragile. Progress has been coming along nicely, but it has been blighted by questions over Shuri's future. He's been in two minds about his future, but unfortunately it now seems like he wants to quit ASAP. So while this is an extremely unique level being so short and yet so hard, it's going to be nerfed quite heavily so it can be beaten within the next week. Still though, this will be an interesting one to look out for if it can be verified that soon. The TCTeam have adopted yet another project recently, now taking on Penita's layout, Cadrega Mode. Cadrega Mode is basically Penita's own layout version of Carnage Mode by Findexy, but is harder. You may remember he did the same thing with Kurumi City, making a harder version with Cadrega in the title. The TC team are working on this and it generally looks pretty good so far, so be sure to keep an eye out for this spiritual successor to the number 38 Extreme Demon.
Top 50 news.
Quite a lot happened in the top 50 and top 100 this week. The Demons List ran their 6th podcast and quite a lot was changed up. The first change is that Stalemate Redux has been dropped down to 14th, below the 2 Artificial Ascent and Digital Descent levels. Quite baffling considering it was once above Sonic Wave and Erebus. Factory Realm X has been raised, swapping with Demonic Hat to be in 15th place. Bowser Vortex has been dropped down to 19th, quite a kick in the ass for that level. Delta Interface has been lowered slightly down to 23rd. Black Blizzard and Quantum Processing have been swapped, with Black Blizzard now in 24th, one place below Delta Interface. Fabrication has been raised to 26th on account of a buff date to it. Carnage Mode and ATM Marble have been raised to 38th and 39th. Blade of Justice is now up to 42nd and Betrayal of Fate is up to 44th. All 3 Team N2 levels make up the bottom 3. All these changes now make Ice Covered Diablo X the number 100 demon, and so soon we will see it on the legacy list. Who would have thought, eh? Ice Covered Diablo X not even in the top 100 hardest levels. As for the player stats viewer, as Sonix has now been unbanned and actually reclaimed his place at the summit of the list. This pushes Diamond Splash and Scullo, both players no longer playing the game, down to 2nd and 3rd. And now Waivve is in 5th, though his quitting may now lead to him falling further down the list, which is a shame given how fast he rose up.